The hell?
Two ugly mugs, two hearts of love, two muddled minds, two coffee cups. Mugs.
Hello, everyone. You got trouble. Trouble's brewing. Oh, right, Dom?
Electric. Oh, yeah, as always. And we're here back again after our bye week. I know you guys all lost your games on account of the Mugs bye. So, start off as always. Scoreboard no more.
All right. What did we? Well, obviously we got the big topic, the crudeness, the what other word would you call it? The
what do we have besides the crudeness? Because if we start with crudeness, then we're guilty of it. We've got.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm innocent, but I may be enabling this crudeness.
Don't make any confessions. This is on the record. You got to be careful.
No. All I'm saying is I might be enabling it. Is all.
There's a new augury post, and I want to give a shout out to the augury.
I don't.
Anthony. All right, so we got a score and a bore, or maybe even a no more for the augury.
It's getting to a no more. I still haven't forgiven that mistake he made about my record.
It's a minor mistake. It's got all kinds of stats on there. And you know who's copying you, Joe, on your coattails? At least in my opinion, Matt's got the 12 steps of fantasy now. I think he wants
as many as 14.
Not as, very reminiscent for the 14 points. And it was getting a bore, but it's picking up a little bit of traction now, and just as the Thursday night game started. So we'll see what happens. Clearly, as often with the Pounders, we're called out here. And you're playing Matt this week, so that's not a new theme.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty fitting that, that doesn't surprise me now that he put his timing, because either he didn't pay attention as usual and now he's just noticing all the trouble, or it's because he's saving it for Thursday night when we kick things off against each other.
Yeah, it's good timing. Matt knows what he's doing to hype things up. But I would say, do we need to respond to this? But it's the main topic, and it concerns our most interesting team of the week that we've been putting up for a long time, House of Pain.
Yes, House of Pain.
You're the most interesting team, baby. Wanna know more about you. Wanna make up fake news about you.
Who is it? Nobody but the House of Pain.
Courtroom edition with our guests. Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, the Donald. He's here.
And Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
So let's start. We're going to debate what are the limits of smack talk. How far can you go? How low can you go? And how high can you go? Mr. President, are you with us, sir? Mr. Caine?
Mr. President.
Calling Mr. Caine on account of the prosecution, and Mr. Trump on the side of the defense.
Let's start with Caine.
The two ugly bugs are glad to be with you. I hereby accuse the House of Pain of guilt in the case of foul language, of kidnapping Coach Jim Harbaugh, and of threatening the life of the Lulu bird. She's only 5 years old, maybe even 4. And that is why this sort of language cannot be allowed to continue. I agree with the Pounders' points that there needs to be healing in the league, although I feel that his post is calling for only more trash talk. or smack talk, as you might call it. Ben is guilty. It's quite clear, and we need to have a league that is filled with dignity and great nobility in the future. That is my belief. Convict Ben, send him away for good. There's no call for his behavior in this league. Thank you. Mr. Trump.
Compelling
I think he's
case
shut
there,
up
Mr.
Trump.
Trump.
I think Ben's out.
Well, he's always a little late to the show. Hello, everyone. I'm here. How are ya? Everyone good? Let me tell you something. Nobody is talking about Joe and what he did. His joke about the Buffalo. It was his joke. The Buffalo hide. It was his joke. Joe is the Harvey Weinstein of the Fantasy Football League. The family Trump, Fantasy Football Trump. Joe needs to go. It's time for a new commissioner. It's time to make this league great again.
This is a man talking about his own son. He's smack talking his own boy. He's only 13 years old, and you are attacking him. I think this is prime example of what's wrong with the league. It's about family.
Sick commissioners out there. Joe is sick. It's terrible what he said.
So, gentlemen, let me ask.
Stop giving tax breaks.
Mr. Trump, what's...
Fantasy Football Trump. No more tax breaks.
All right, before we get off course, should the league office do anything about censoring such comments in the future? And what crosses the line? Did Ben cross the line? Of course he crossed the line. He crosses the line every week. Goodbye, idiot. And the league does need to do something about it.
He crosses the winning line. He's a winner. He's 5-0. He's great. He's making this league great. Without Ben, without this team, this league would be terrible, terrible place.
And I'm calling it, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. I'm calling this one. I say that Trump hit right on the point. I think we called for Ben. Everyone, from Anthony to the Lulu Birds, they all wanted Ben back. And as soon as he comes back and gives them drama, then they're all complaining. But I don't think they're even complaining. I think it's all drama. It's all drama. All are innocent. And let's keep it clean, and we'll call it how we see it. There's going to be a little holding and pass interference.
I agree. And we made an official statement last week, or at least I did. But I think you had the same sentiment. So if you didn't see it, it's because you weren't paying attention to the message board. So you got Tommy and Anthony like, oh, no one's saying anything.
Well, but I would say that the person that the initial comment was directed against was Tom, and Tom seemed to be willing to just roll with the punches. And then he got attacked again by Tommy, and Tom seems to be right up for it. So I commend his spirit of my strategy is to, if you're losing the game, I personally don't really care to look at the message board. It's easy to walk away from. That'd be my opinion to anyone who's offended.
Yeah, let's not make. I think many sides are guilty of this as well, but let's not make this any more personal than it needs to be. Let's not call
people idiots.
Done that.
You should have done that all sides under Trump's voice, I think.
I wasn't talking. That was Trump.
But we gotta bring in the man himself. Let's cross-examine Ben. Bring him in.
Ben, are you there?
At the House of Pain.
Ben.
Hey, can you hear me?
There he is.
There he is.
Welcome, House of Pain.
That's a very weird type of lighting there. It's very dark and kind of spooky. Is
that intentional? Is that what you're going with?
Trying to scare people.
No.
Getting tired of this.
You want me to put a backdrop, turn on some light in here?
Yes. Scared the crap out of me. It was just, I thought it was that vampire from the 1920s movie.
It's trying to save some power here, trying to preserve things. You know, we care about the environment here at House of Pain. So what can I do for
Ben,
you?
Are you sticking with the smack talk you've gone with so far? Is there an apology, a defense, another attack? What's your message to the league?
Well, initially, let me think. It wasn't. It wasn't meant to come out the way it was, and then it was somehow grossly miscued into what it was meant to mean. It was just supposed to mean a spanking. Like when someone would say "bring the wood," that was a thing in high school football. Like whoever had the hardest hit or something, you know, it was like a piece of wood that was given as an award, a piece of plywood, like a 2x4 or something.
I can substantiate this. I played on the same team.
Yeah, and so if that's what it was.
So it's locker room talk.
No, not even.
I wouldn't say it was even locker room talk. It was just, I was just saying, you know, here comes a spanking, you know, bend over, grab your ankles like little kids do. If you've ever gotten spanked, that's kind of a common thing. I don't know, maybe the people that got offended have never been spanked before in their life.
We should demonstrate. We should demonstrate.
I don't know. Maybe they never got spanked or something. But so that was what was meant. And then there was, I don't know, it seemed like they're turned into this kind of conflict with Casey and Beth. And then
He's playing that guitar.
And then I noticed.
It was me, Michael Caine. I have a question for you, Ben.
Who's this?
Is this all meant as sort of an attempt to keep attention from
What
the
is he
team
doing here,
as 5-0? Are you trying to cause controversy so that no one comes after your team trying to beat you in the real game, the fantasy game?
That made no sense. What are you talking about? Like I'm trying to.
I can translate for Michael Caine. You feel like you have too much of a spotlight on you because you're the center of controversy and you're the best team in the league? Is this too much to sustain? Can you be the firebrand at the end of the year and undefeated and a Blood Bowl champion? All of that, is that the ultimate vision?
I'm not trying to be any kind of a firebrand in the league. It just seems to happen. I can't say a word. When I can remember this guy who supposedly is talking about harmony and recovery in the league said he was going to take Dominic behind the woodshed and switch him.
That's true.
Him with a twist.
Matt did once have a violent sort of homoerotic fantasy about the poops that went unaddressed.
And Anthony never addressed it. He just let it.
Well,
he just let it happen. Some commissioner, right?
No one came to the defense.
Yeah, I would say though that I came the second time around. It was definitely intentional to poke the holes in their feelings, I guess, because I was a little peeved, I guess, at how it was blown so out of proportion, and I guess it kind of spun into something it didn't need to. So I guess I would say I didn't mean to cause a big old family feud that night.
Well,
I think you got some rather, strong personalities that were all on the message board at the same time, and which I kind of find a joke that Anthony would call me a bully, because I don't think any of those people fighting ever get bullied, really. And if anyone was a bully growing up, it was Anthony. I don't know if Anthony ever got picked on or teased growing up.
Anthony, Dominic,
Joe and I never
bullied. Can you say anyone. I was only 13 years old in Michael Caine's voice real quick?
I was only 13 years old.
When Anthony slammed right into me at home base and gave me a concussion.
Guys, I hate to break this topic short because it is the hot topic of the week, but the second half started, and I feel like we should get into some games. See what the best team in the league, what wisdom Ben can impart to some of the struggling owners. Oh, and Cam just threw a pick.
Damn it. Wait, no.
And my own guy dropped it.
No. Wait, you still have Stewart?
There. No, but he's my it still feels like I have him, and I don't want this trade to.
It's not yours to own.
Yeah, but it hurt my quarterback more than him. All right, let's go here. Ben, your matchup against Anthony. How confident are you that you're going to win this thing?
Pretty confident. I don't think games have kind of been in hindsight the last couple of years that are not really something that we really worry about. It's kind of homecoming, where you get your, the worst team in the city you play so that you're guaranteed to win. So that's what this next 2 weeks.
Oh.
And you're playing them back-to-back as well.
Yeah, so it's like a double homecoming we're having. So, no, not too worried about it. I don't know. He's kind of.
What was that? I think Zach Ertz already has 11 points. Is that what I saw?
No,
it's the Panthers' defense.
Well,
this game's still. I think Anthony has enough weapons. I saw Antonio Brown and T.Y. Hilton were enough to give me a real crazy show. What'd you guys think of DeAndre Hopkins? Got to give him a mention. Good job, buddy. Go to the Poops game real quick.
All right.
See what damage was done.
We're not going to last week, are we?
No. Cam's down to 14 now. He was doing all right now. By the way, does anyone keep getting this video that drags you down to the guy in the bike and then it never plays? This is like a nightmare. No. This guy is haunting my season. I don't know who this guy is. He's in his bike.
Who are you?
Oh, wow. Huge play for Ben.
Oh, and me.
And Joe.
Oh.
Zach Ertz with the touchdown.
Yeah. Were you at all worried last week at all, Monday night?
Oh, I wasn't even. Ben. I didn't even have any hope. Oh, I thought you were talking about Sunday.
Well, Dominic could vouch. I was on the phone with him, and I really wasn't too worried. I think it was just because I had the cushion, and I was kind of imagining. I was kind of imagining Joe just pulling his hair out, and it was making me laugh because I know how serious he gets.
Zach Miller caught a touchdown, and Ben's response was, "Oh, all right." He was very calm.
Well then.
The tragedy of the league is easily the Slam Jocks. Ezekiel Elliott now suspended. Is there any hope for the Slam Jocks, guys?
What was up with Tommy's comments on the smack board? He was saying there was a protest and guys in coochie hats and stuff like that, and saying they had signs saying "Love Ben's hate."
What?
What was my? What do you guys think?
Take a look.
Post? It's the very
go to it.
Jonathan Stewart's killing me here.
What was wrong with my hate? It was an expression of gay art that we were doing last week.
However, there seems to be a protest on the streets preventing stop moving our buses from moving forward. Can't tell if they are Slam Jocks fans or Antifa to see if pink hats chanting "Love Ben's hate." Not a good look for the Jockheads. That sounds like Matt infiltrated Tommy's computer and posted
That's
that.
really confusing. But Tommy is saying that there's protesters on his way to the stadium that are saying love. Okay, that are saying that. So the Slam Jocks fans support Ben. It's interesting. I like Tommy's effort here. I'm going to give this confusing post a score because Tommy...
I think he's referring
to
the thing that when Trump was elected, there was a quote.
Yeah, love Trump's hate. But their message is love Ben's hate. So for whatever reason, they like you, which doesn't make that much sense. But Tommy did notice that he's on the road at the Slam Jocks. So I like that attention to detail.
It's an anti thing against me. Just like they're trying to use like saying we're gonna like I'm spreading hate in the league, but
no, the message is love Ben's hate.
Well, that's what they were saying about Trump was.
I don't think Tommy meant to put an apostrophe there. I think he's using Ben's name as a verb, like they're using Trump's name.
Yeah, but Trump actually means something as a verb. That's why it's. I'm gonna say bore. I'm gonna say confused. Can we come up with a fourth option? It doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to say redo.
Yeah. Can we take points away from him for that? That's what we should really do is we should have an unbiased smackboard scorer. And when you say something that's dumb, they just take points away from your team. That's my new opinion. Here's Machuck and Beans, guys. Is 3-2.
Battle that I think Machuck and Beans are a divided nation right now.
Jonathan Stewart has negative 1.3 points, so apparently I did well in that trade. I don't feel great about that because it's hurting Cam too.
All right, that's
A lot of Panthers going in this one. They need Devin Funchess and Jonathan Stewart to get the points here.
fun muncher.
Why are the Eagles going for 2, by the way?
Oh,
This is a weird decision. It's like they don't want me and Joe to get.
why would you hand it off to Blunt? You
Well, and
fool.
why don't they want us to get some overtime action here? That's just spiteful. Guys, picks on the Danimals, Machuk and Beans. I think that the Machuk and Beans is gonna Deshaun Watson. That's all they need.
I have no faith in Keenum.
Yeah,
I'm
Keenum
going with
versus Watson, baby.
to lead Machaka and Beans.
They
to their
have tons
fourth
of.
win.
They have so many long bomb receivers that you can never feel safe against these guys.
Don't you think Machak and Beans is a divided nation right now after last week?
Yeah, but they always have been.
I don't know. Might be
They're
more.
kind of like America. They're sort of like the United States.
Who is Machaka
All
and
these
who is
old
Beans?
rivalries.
That's the question.
They're kind of like they're one in the same.
Well, he might just have either Machaka or Bean burritos now.
I very much favor Machaka over Beans. I always thought Machaka looked like poop, but then I realized it was the beans the whole time. The Machaka is just some nice meat with potatoes. So I'm very pro Machaka. Moving on, Heliopolis Cowtown.
Please update your account to enable. What the heck is that? What kind of logos?
No, this
out
is.
there?
I'm getting the damn biker again. It's killing me. It's killing this
Right.
podcast. See, look, it makes me look at him.
Rebels. This is a rematch from the first round of
Get
last
off.
year's playoffs after Casey had guaranteed a Blood Bowl victory. Firebirds did away with them rather quickly. On to their first Blood Bowl victory. And there's the biker
This
again.
biker is killing me. All right.
Foxy.
Jordan Reed. Now there's a dub. This
Yeah,
is
can you hear that?
horrible.
Bring Foxy in here, Joe. Let me see her.
Well,
Good
I
catch,
I
Kelvin.
gotta leave real quick.
Guys. Oh my gosh. Ben, you're not helping us out much on this.
I can't
podcast.
see the. I can't see the.
Well, who do you like from the Firebirds and the Rebels?
I'm kind of pretty uninvolved owner, so I don't know. I kind of only really focus on teams that I'm playing. I guess the Rebels.
You should just say
I
something.
kind of think Heliopolis can pull off the upset here.
I think
Give us a unique verb of what the winning team's going to do to the losing team here.
Oh my gosh, he just threw another pick.
given.
It's got to be on defense.
Well, we all know
Stop
that.
chucking
Joe,
the
we all
ball
know
up,
that.
dude.
I know what to say with the TGOB game coming up. We all know that Odell Beckham's injury was a severe butt whooping wound.
Yeah, careful.
Oh,
Careful. Easy. I'm gonna say I like the Firebirds to win this one in an upset, guys. That's just me. They need to get a kicker in there.
Upset. They have the
Actually,
same record.
Never mind. Well, yeah, but see, I'm a projection. Ben, do you put faith in projections, or are you?
Not
Do
really.
you not look at that?
I think they can make you feel good, but I wouldn't put faith in.
I put a lot of faith in them.
Yeah, I'm constantly afraid. Here's a tight projection: MAGAs and Commissioners.
I'm going with the Commissioners.
I think the
Todd
Moggers are
Gurley,
going to
man.
win. I think the Moggers are going to be the first team to win 2 Blood Bowls this year.
That.
I think.
Yeah, that's
I think,
the worst thing I've heard you say all year.
They look like they're back
Tom-
on track out there in Russia, man.
Tom needs to hope that Alshon Jeffrey can at least come close to LeGarrette Blount's final total here.
I'm going with the Commissions. I just had
Go,
to bet
Cam. Just
Haley.
run, dude. Cam's just got to run this ball.
Oh, that was
all
a
game.
penalty? Oh, man.
Yeah. Nincompoops Lulu Birds. Let's take a look. Poops still have a slight projection lead, but Beth is playing games because she hasn't put Gronk in. So when Gronk gets in there, they're going to be the favorites in this one.
Gronkadonk.
Yep. I think the Lulu Birds are going to – I think me and Beth will probably split this series. If she wins this one, though, I'm going to be worried.
Interesting fact. Last year, everyone split their series.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's bound to not happen. Get in the end zone, Dixon. Oh, Dixon. House of Pain, Angry Ants. We already talked about that game.
Yeah, I'm going with House of Pain.
You guys didn't have a lot to talk about for Zeke's suspension. Or no, we got into Tommy's. Tommy stole the show. Ooh, Carson Wentz has 18.2 points already.
Ha-cha. He-cha-cha-cha.
Joe, what do you?
Very nicely done.
What about
Yes.
what are you going to do with Odell out? You think your season's seems like you two are in a toilet bowl climb right now.
I think Joe and I might still both make the playoffs. Cam, just run the dang ball in, man. I don't know why you're fooling around here.
I think I can bounce back. I'm not guaranteeing a playoff spot, but I think I could avoid.
Well, I'm not guaranteeing playoffs either, but I think – no, I've done worse than this, way worse to start the year. So the Poops aren't feeling so bad, especially after our thriller. Guys, I thought you guys were going to join in on that.
No, you're alone.
Run,
All
Cam.
alone. I'm watching. I'm very fascinated with this game right now.
Yeah.
It may not be a good idea to do this on Thursday night anymore.
Yeah, although –
How many more games do you have left? Did we go over all the games?
I think that's it.
yeah, Jake Elliott has 8 points, though, Joe. I will note that. And Matt has filled in a lineup here. He has the bye week, some bye week issues, but he got his lineup in.
Let's see. What was this thing Matt wrote? I haven't seen it yet.
You weren't paying attention to the beginning of the show, Ben. It's the 12 points or something like that. Oh, good job, Christian McCaffrey, you bum.
No, not 12 points. That's plagiarism. It was
12 steps.
12 steps to, what was it, reconstructing the league? Something like that.
Yeah.
Manageable.
I think it should be 12 steps to paying attention and give it to Matt.
Yeah, I think he's just sort of I don't think that was a very genuine offer. I think that was
No,
just an attention-getting tactic.
Oh, he seemed like he was being got kind of religious at the end.
yeah, we shouldn't bring up religion or politics.
What is this stuff?
That could be just as offensive as anything.
Yeah, and so I take offense at the Spielberg comments, too. I thought it was a compliment for a long time, but I'm starting to think that's an insult. So I'm offended by that.
Like Matt's.
Hey, Dom, can we get your face? Or do you?
I'll
Yes,
come
I
back.
Seems like Matt.
I'll come back. I always play
There he
guitar
is.
too much at the end, and then it interrupts the feed. But I do
What's
think
our-
that's about all we got, fellas.
Yeah, what's our time at?
Sing out.
What's our time?
We're about half an hour again, so we can beat it by like 10 seconds if we sing out.
Okay.
Say one thing.
Ben, join
before I
in.
go.
Okay,
Yep.
let's go. Yeah.
Before I go, I just want to say I apologize for any hard feelings or
Ooh.
big time offense or whatever that happened that was not intended. And
Ooh.
no, it's not gonna.
Let's clean slate for next week.
I'm just saying
We can have all new offenses next week.
that I promise I will not make any
These
more.
ones will be.
I promise I won't make any more I don't know what you call these jokes. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay.
buts. No
two
buts.
ugly mugs.
All right. See y'all.
Two hearts of love.
No.
Two muddled minds, two coffee cups.
Bye.